Nobody in Arizona high school softball has won as many consecutive state titles as the Juggernauts from Tucson, Arizona. The South Point Catholic Lancers come in tonight as the number 2 seed in the 4A conference bracket, and they are eyeing state title number 7 in a row, number 9 in program history. From a team who's been there, done that, is a team looking to make history from Flagstaff. From both sides of State 48, Coconino makes the 160-mile drive in search of their first ever state softball championship and just the school's 4th state title in the past 3 decades. One team makes history, an extension of greatness, or the beginning of new royalty. Glad to have you in Tempe, Arizona on the NFHS Network at Alberta B. Farrington Stadium on the campus of Arizona State University. 1-1 count, 1 down. Fresh off a 2-run score. This is another deep ball, left field and gone. 2-run home run. Gabby Jesmer lights it up in the 1A title game for Joseph City. Both schools under 150 students enrolled in their high schools. Over 150 miles away. 2-2, little pop over the top of the mid of Jesmer. Another run scores for the Tigers. This time it's Emma Hart, courtesy of the Austin Hatch RBI single. The lead-changing run at the plate, represented by Stacia Murdoch. Gooding, first pitch, sky high, deep center, going back, and can't find the ball. In comes Fish. Neal waved in. We're tied in the 6th for the 1A title game. 2-1 count here for Paisley Gooding. Top the rubber here for St. David. Little blooper and a diving play. Jasmine Wise lays out and makes the snag to the delight of the St. David infield. 0-2, 2 outs. Runner on first. Scoreless in the top of the final frame of regulation. 10 strikeouts for Caitlin So. 7 innings, no runs. 2 hits from the Coconino defense. We are still scoreless in the 4A state title game between Coconino and South Point. We have a barn burner going into the final half frame of regulation. You're watching the 4A title game live on the NFHS Network. Be sure to join the conversation on social media, fans. The NFHS Network is on Facebook, X, and Instagram, giving you access to the best in high school sports every week. Follow the NFHS Network on your favorite social media sites to keep up with all the high school action on the NFHS Network, and be sure to use that hashtag #WeAreHighSchool. Leading things off here for the South Point Catholic Lancers, top of the 5th inning, it's Peyton Green, the Kenyon College commit, grounded out back in the 3rd inning. So first pitch, a half bunt, and that ball goes foul. But there's so much to talk about internally for Coconino, talking to the athletic director, head coach Kimberly Dennis, who's been there for 15 years. But one thing that stood out for me with Coach Dennis, talking about, what helped this team get over the hump, what helped this team go from 16-1, 16-1, 17-1, but finally made the 2nd state title game in program history. And one, it was the athletic director, Eric Frias, who said, it's not just about their character on the field and how hard they work in the classroom, it's their character in the hallways at school. This program, and Coach Dennis in her 15 years, sets the bars academically and athletically for Coconino athletics. But what Coach Dennis told me was that this team forgets about the me. It's just, I love you, and let's figure out how to go win ball games. This team is self-driven, absolutely resilient, and they're hoping to bring Coconino just their 4th state title in the past 3 decades. CHS has not seen a high school state championship trophy since the early 2010s. It's been over a decade since the school has won a state title. 1-2 from So. Swung on and goes deep foul. Green at the plate for South Point Catholic, batting .323 this year. She scored 21 runs. one of the 8 seniors on the South Point Catholic team this year, who has known nothing but state championships. 1-2 from So. Swing and a miss. So takes home another strikeout. 5th of the evening in this 4A title game for Caitlin So. Sarah Camp to the plate, 1 for 2 today. Doubled back in the third, fouled out to who has been an absolutely stellar defensive player tonight, Mia Pozar. That was her opening hit, or her opening at-bat of the ball game for either team back in the first. Flying out, and it's Pozar again turning on the Jets. She has been absolutely tremendous here tonight in right field. And give a little dance and a little shimmy. Leilani Cuesta now to the plate, 0 for 2. She has also flown out to Mia Pozar, grounded out back in the first. Quick 2 down here for the Coconino defense. Top of the 5th, no score, no one on, 2 down. First pitch outside. Let's talk a minute about head coach Trissa Stan. 4th year as the head of this program, 6th-year part of the softball program, but also a 1993 champion with South Point Catholic, an alumni. Graduated in 1994, won the first ever South Point State title the year prior to that in 1993. A part of the South Point Catholic Hall of Fame, and now has been on board for 4 of these past 6 consecutive state championships. 5 of now 7 consecutive state championship games. One outside. And we talked about earlier in the broadcast how they were 94-0 over 4 years. Lost 2 games last year, lost 4 games this year, uncharacteristic, right? All 4 of those losses, though, in AIA play were by 2 runs or less this season. So every game, if they haven't won it, not only have they had a chance to win, but they were right there. But in the postseason, it hasn't been close games. It's been dominance. First round game against Douglas, 4-0, was their closest game of the postseason. They've only allowed 2 total runs in the postseason. Compare that to Coconino. Take away that semifinal outburst against Possum Butte, the 13-2 win. Their largest margin of victory is a 3-0 win in the first round. Chopper finds the mid of Kennelly. Race to the bag and is able to get Leilani Cuesta out. 3 up, 3 down on both sides. That's it for the top of the 5th. We move to the bottom of the 5th. It's quick here. We're still tied up at 0 apiece. Glad to have you here on the NFHS Network for the 4A Conference Championship.